Brandon and James are brothers?
Yes.
All right. And the rest of the money that you're suing for?
Or for the hours that I didn't get paid for.
About $1,900, something like that.
Yeah.
Well, the judge pretty much summarized plaintiff's position. The hours, the loan, and who at the phone. Now, the plaintiff doesn't have anything in writing, so let's see if the defendant will admit to anything.
My son Brandon is autistic. He has a case open with the Macomb County Community Health. He has a supports coordinator, which hires different agencies and different people to work with Brandon. He has a behavior therapist, and through Natural Freedom, Holly came to work for us. The amount of hours determined is decided by Brandon's supports coordinator, depending on what his needs are. He was approved for 20 hours a week respite care and 15 hours a week CLS, which is community living skills, which is a total of 35 hours per week.
Okay.
Now, Brandon is also authorized to use the Macomb County respite home, to where this is where children go with disabilities for weekends to get away, you know, to give the family a break, to give the child a break. They go to this home, and it's designed for children. They do whatever. So when they set this set amount of hours, it's usually over a 3-month period, and it's usually around basically, I'm not absolutely sure, around like 355 hours or 455 hours. It's for a 3-month period. So during that 3-month period, you have that many hours you can use up.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's money that Natural Freedom would have
It's
paid
the money
for those
that
hours
the state pays. I don't pay for anything. The
Right.
state pays for it all because I'm on a fixed income.
Okay, but presumably the hours, those hours that you're talking about that were worked by Ms. Woodson would have been paid by Natural Freedom.
Yeah, the state would pay.
And they probably would have, the state would have
Natural
reimbursed
Freedom, and then Natural
Freedom.
Freedom would pay her.
All right, okay.
But it's keeping track of the hours that she does come. So when Brandon's away, Holly has those days off when, you know, he's home. And if she wants to use up to make sure that she uses all the extra hours, she would come in on days she wasn't scheduled to come in to work, to even it out so that she would use all the hours that was given to him.
Right.
Brandon was sick, and yes, I was sick too. And Holly, sometimes I would ask Holly if she could come, if she could come just to help me out or stay late, come early, days off. And then sometimes
whose job was it to keep track of the hours, though? I probably.
It's the understanding.
Ms. Woodson's probably yours. I would.
The tracking of staff hours is the responsibility of the agency, and of the staff, which would be Natural Freedom and Holly. But then when Holly was running short on hours, she turned in her sheet, and when she got her check and her check wasn't right, she had called up to find out why she didn't get her full amount for her check.
Called who?
And they had told
You?
her that Hollywood. When Hollywood got her check, she only got a little check. I don't know how many hours it was for, but she didn't get paid for the full amount of the hours that she turned her timesheet in for.
Right.
So when she called Natural Freedom to find out why they didn't deposit her full amount that she filled out for, they told her that she had ran out of hours.
Okay. Is that what happened, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
All right.
And
go
I
ahead.
have the letter from my employer stating that.
Okay. Why don't you give that to me? Go ahead, ma'am.
Okay, so when she ran out of hours, so they said, I don't know, Hollywood was going to school, I guess her working for Natural Freedom and going to school is kind of like an internship, sort of. So when she used up her hours, she asked them why she wasn't notified, whatever. Natural Freedom told her that they tried to contact her, but they couldn't contact her because the phone number they had wasn't any good.
Well, of course, the phone was wet. It was no good. That's probably
No.
why.
She has different phone numbers. She would give her grandmother's phone number, different phone numbers. They could have even called my house because she was there at my house, but they didn't call my house. But they, you know, when she was running short on hours, they said they tried to contact her to let her know, but they couldn't get a hold of her. So to resolve the problem with the unpaid hours, I had called Brandon's supports coordinator, and she said she couldn't allow any more hours, that his hours for those 3 months were set and already used. She couldn't approve any more hours for Holly to get paid for the hours that she worked. Sue, that works at Natural Freedom, she's the supports coordinator there. She said that to Hollywood that she needed community service hours, that she could use those hours as towards her community service, or she could have me pay for them, but I have no money because I'm on a fixed income. So Hollywood agreed to use those hours as community service hours.
What do you mean?
I don't have.
Understand. What do you mean community service hours? What's that?
I have no idea. That's what Sue said on the phone.
What's that? Do you know what those are?
No. And I don't have anything stating that I agreed to community service. Why? At that time, I was driving. I live in Detroit. Julie lives in Warren. I was driving to her house every day with no heat in my car or anything like that. But I was doing it as a favor to her because I knew how bad she was in pain, and I knew that Brandon needed to be taken care of. That's how big my heart is, Honor. It didn't care to me. I drove all the way 45 minutes to her house, there and back in the cold. And mind you, in February, it's cold.
Yeah, it is. Especially in Michigan.
So now
Yeah.
I just dreamed up this community service thing.
No, she did not dream.
Okay.
I have no idea
All right.
what.
Okay.
I'm just saying what was told to me.
Right, all right.
The defendant seems to admit that the plaintiff worked the extra hours, but for some reason the hours were for community service. Neither party's making a real clear case about the hours. What about the loan? And what about that damaged cell phone? Let's see.
What about this loan? Did you loan her any money?
I loaned her money.
Yeah.
She loaned me money. Yeah.
She loaned you money, that's what I meant to
Yes.
say. Did she loan you money?
Yes, she did.
How much?
Yes, she did. Around the amount that she stated,
$357.52?
it was $557.
But you paid her $200?
I paid her $200.
Do you dispute that you owe her $357.52?
No, I do not, Your Honor. I do over $357.
All right. Now, what about this phone that was
Now,
destroyed because it was hosed down
the cell phone.
by your son, apparently?
Your Honor, I'm going to tell you, I was in the house. The children were outside. I know Hollywood was outside, my son James, and my daughter Sarah. And I know Sarah had a gallon container. She was watering plants on the porch. Holly and James was out there. Brandon was in the house with me. I know a water fight broke out. I don't know who started the water fight. But
who was there again? It was Ms.
Hollywood.
Woodson was there, James was there?
James was there, and my daughter Sarah.
And Brandon?
Brandon was in the house with me.
Oh. Well, why were you out there? Weren't you supposed to be with Brandon?
We were all outside doing garden work at that time. Prior to that, I was probably cleaning up Brandon's mess. We had to put the things away. Brandon is not the one to clean up.
But anyways, Your Honor, a water fight broke out. I have no idea who started it.
A bunch of kids.
But I know
Guys are
in the
hectic.
process, Holly's phone got damaged. And that's all that I know, that her phone got
And
damaged in
her
the
son
process
was-
of
Hey,
a water
one at a
fight.
time. Go ahead.
Yeah, and during the process, her cell phone got damaged, and I don't know who did it or how it happened. It got wet. I don't know
Just
if
a
she
minute,
had it
ma'am.
on her, because she usually had it clipped on her belt or her pocket. I don't know if she had it on her when it got wet.
Ms. Woodson, what about this water fight?
Okay.
Was that what happened
When we
here?
went in the house, and Ms. Kacharski can't vouch for this, James said my phone had rang. It was working. It ended up having water damage.
But was it a water fight? Is that what you did?
It wasn't. It wasn't like that. We were watering the grass, and James took it upon himself to start wetting up Sarah. Sarah started wetting up me.
Well, where was your phone?
My phone was sitting on the porch.
Just on the porch
No,
by
it wasn't
itself?
on the porch. It was on a chair on the porch.
On a chair. What was it doing there?
I took it off.
Why?
I can't say why I took
And you're
it off.
saying James just...
James, okay, when we went in the house, James said, "Oh, your phone is ringing." I wet it up on purpose. I said, "James, why would you wet my phone up on purpose?" He said, "'Cause you always on it."
Yeah.
Who are you?
I am her neighbor.
What is your name?
My name is Heather Stefke.